adventure of a lifetime with the Page Master.
I don't know.
Looks like the nerds are getting trees.
Are you guys ready for a haul? Let's get into it. Okay, so I have like a bunch of stuff to show you guys, and I might even have to put in clips like of things around the house, because obviously like this is a collective haul of like half the year basically. And if you've seen these things from like my TikTok videos or just my YouTube video and I just haven't shared them with you, I don't know, I feel like it's so fun to watch hauls and just talk about decor. Like, it's my favorite thing ever. As you can see, we have some baskets, a coat hanger, and like I just feel like everything I get is just so fun and magical. But also there might be some things in here you're like, what the hell, Michelle? So I don't know, let me know down below. Okay, let's start off with this, because inside this basket are magical little fake apples. I got these for like $2. There was actually no tag on it, and I was like, oh my god, because I went to Goodwill and I found these in a bag with no tag. And if you're a thrifter, you know Goodwill won't sell anything to you unless it has a tag. But luckily the guy was so nice, he's like, I'll just give them to you for $2 something. So I got all these apples. You can do so many things with these. Love them, they're so cute. They're ornaments, but like I said, you can do so many things with them. I'm just gonna plop this back on. One thing to add to my magical cozy home is a wreath, because I've never bought a wreath before this size. They're just too expensive. I'm very frugal, and I got this one for $6. And that day there was like a couple of them, and that's, for me, this is kind of boring, but also like every cozy home needs a wreath, and it's one of those kind of realistic ones. So I definitely had to pick one of these up, because like I said, I don't own one and I need one. Like, it's a must for a cozy home. If there's gonna be a couple of things you're gonna be like, Michelle, but if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. I'm very much like cottage core, storybook vibes, vintage romantic. But this is something I could not pass up. I know what you're thinking. She's so cute, right? She was only like $2 something at Goodwill, which those prices are unheard of. I saw this on their very top ledge right when I walked into the store right away. I don't know why. I have something for mouses. I love mouses. I don't know why. I haven't seen her in a couple months, because obviously she's Christmas and it's not Christmas. So this is my first time seeing her again, and I'm still happy with my purchase. If you get it, you get it. If I had a daughter, this would be in her room like forever, but I don't, so she's gonna have to be like Christmas decor for the boys' room or my room or the living room. I don't know, but I just can't help it. Like, look at all these details. I'm not sure if she's handmade or anything. I don't know. I'll probably take a screenshot and try to see where she's from, but she's just like a little lady mouse with her apron and her bonnet and her glasses, and she sits on like a shelf. And again, she was only like $3, $2 something. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think about her, if you think I'm weird or if you think she's so cute. But yeah, she has a tail, she jingles. I love her. Okay, we're gonna have to rapid fire. My new thing is kind of stuffed animals. If they look really clean, I've always been scared. I don't ever thrift pillows, stuffed animals, bedspreads, sheets, I don't know, towels. That's just my personal thing. I don't know, I don't like it, because I am a germaphobe, believe it or not. But my new thing is to look for vintage stuffed animals, and I don't know if this is vintage, but look at how cute this Charlie Brown is. My purpose for these stuffed animals that I find was to put this on the boys' shelf like during October. I feel like fall always reminds me of Charlie Brown, and I just think he's so cute and adorable, and he was only $2.29. To match the holiday vibes, I actually pinned one of these star pumpkins, not like this, it was like a full one, but I pinned it on Pinterest and I found it like a week later, one of these. It basically, I like how it has the star cut out, because when you put a candle or a light in there, it'll reflect on the ground, hopefully. Haven't tried it out, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. So I seen these and I was like, these are an investment for me, because $4.29 each, you know, I don't know, I'm just a frugal girl. But they're metal, they're magical, they're whimsical. Everything's so whimsical to me and adds like such love and nostalgia to the home. And I just thought these are gonna be so whimsical in their bookshelves or on the chimney. I love the little tendrils on top, the metal tendrils. I might have a problem. I got more, so we're gonna rapid fire these. And if you don't like stuffed animals, I get it, because I don't care for stuffed animals until recently, and like I said, my kids are only getting older and I want to really enjoy them. Okay, first of all, I have an explanation for these. We went to the thrift store. My dad took me in the beginning of the year to go thrift shopping, so I found these two and they were like $2 each or $1 each or something, and I picked them up and I showed my mom and dad because they were both with me. My mom and dad are not together, so you know. Anyways, we like to hang out now though, you know, now that I'm in my 30s, we like to hang out. But anyways, I was like, Mom, Dad, aren't these the cutest thing? And they were only $1, and they were like, you have to get them, because my theme when I was a baby, insert picture now, was Sesame Street, and like my first piñata was Sesame Street. My first, like, I had a big old Elmo in my bed, so I thought these were so cute and like vintage. I am debating, my kids don't care for Sesame Street. I had these in the bookshelves for the longest time. I'm debating, you guys be honest with me, debating if I should sell them. I don't know, just because my kids don't care, but also like I'm not sure if I'm done having kids yet. Like I would love to have another one, but that's a long story. And basically, like, should I save them for like if I have a kid again? Like, what should I do? Like, I love them and I think they're just so like nostalgic and vintage, but like I don't like to keep things on hand. Like I feel like I'm always constantly saving for like holidays and different seasons, and so I'm trying to like get rid of clutter. Okay, that's everything that was in the box. Now onto this little mini pile right here. But before we get to that, do you guys see that little trunk right there? I actually got that at the free yard sale from the church. I don't know if I told you guys, but I go to a church that has free yard sales and it's the best thing in the world. Yeah, I got it and it's so perfect for my son's room. Like I want their room to feel like adventurous, whimsy, nostalgic, and like they love color and all that stuff. Like I like things to match and like be symmetrical and all that stuff, but obviously I have kids and it's really hard to do that. So I fell in love with like the whimsy, nostalgic aesthetic. Something switched in my brain where I just love fun stuff and wanted like just cater to their childhood. So I don't mind the color now at all, which is very, very different for me. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, that's something I would never, like back in the day, I'm like everything has to be gray, beige, and I wasn't one of those crazy people that went overboard. Definitely hated the toys at a time, like, you know, used to hate their colorful toys, and now I embrace it. Okay, but on to the next. So I got that thing and it's like very much like pirate vibes to me, and I want the room to feel like more adventurous, like I'll show you guys. For example, like I got these, I found this at the free yard sale for my son and I grabbed it, as well as that trunk, and it's very much like medieval knights and I just think it's so cool and he plays with it all the time. So like knights and Disney and nostalgic and whimsy and adventure and Tom Sawyer vibes and Peter Pan, like that type of vibes for my sons. That's the vibes I'm going for their bedroom. I also thrifted these beautiful plates. They are apple plates. They're so fun. The back says JKL, oven to table, dishwasher safe and microwave safe, and I'm obsessed with them. I think they are so freaking beautiful. And my dad's been paying, he's been so sweet, he's been paying so much attention to just my decor. My family knows I'm crazy and that I move around everything all the time. Like it's always like a new house when they come. But he goes to the flea market, which I never go to the flea market because I'm scared to ask for prices. So the same day he got me those plates, he actually picked me up some ducks and like a mother goose. I think it's a goose, I don't know, it could be duck, I don't really know what it is. But like cookie jar and stuff, and it's a cookie jar and it's so cute, and the little salt, pepper, and shakers to go with it. And then I'm just gonna insert a couple of other ducks that he picked me up from the flea market randomly beforehand. So yeah, I feel like my family definitely knows my style, and they always are constantly giving me stuff. But like I said, I'm not crazy, okay? Like apple season's more like a summer or a fall thing. The ducks are a summer decor for sure. And like I said, I'm constantly switching up things. They're not all, I don't have just like ducks, apples. Okay, I do, but I don't have, let me just move on. Let's just move on. What am I talking about? Okay, again, rapid fire. I'm really into these books. I just thought they were cool. I got all these books from the free yard sale. So again, these ones I might sell, but also I would love to keep if I had a daughter, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna have a daughter or a son. Like this one's really cute for a little boy. We do have a cat too, but like, do I need to keep these? I don't know. But look at how beautiful these big books are. I had no idea these even existed until my mom thrifted some for herself, because again, me and my mom are super into children's books. And then I found these at the yard sale, the free one, so I grabbed them. And my son, I still read these to my son, but again, should I sell them? Should I keep them? I'm not sure. And how would I even mail these out? These are like teacher classroom books. They're so cool. I got this one. This is The Most Beautiful Things in the World, a folktale from China. And a little fun fact, my sons are half Mexican, half Chinese, because their dad's Chinese and I'm Mexican, obviously. So I thought that was perfect for the boys. Chinese New Year, we can read that. These are my favorite. These ones for sure I'll get. Big Book of Space. And it's very interactive. Love a pop-up. My son loves a pop-up too. Very interactive. And then this one is the coolest one. Very much goes with like the trunk and like the knights, medieval things. So this is the King Arthur's Camelot pop-up castle for the and 4 storybooks. That's so cool. So cool. And then it also comes with 4 books. One's missing, but I know exactly where it is. It's put away somewhere because my son had left it out. We're almost done. And I know for a fact when I'm done with this video, I'm gonna be like, there's more stuff I needed to show. But again, it's been half a year, you guys, of me finding these things, so it's not like I shopped for all this at once. This is a collective haul. Okay, I also found this in the beginning of the year. Isn't this so cute? This is something I'm saving for my daughter that I'm not having right now. But if I was to have a daughter, this would go in her room. Again, these are one of the things where it's so adorable and unique. Should I keep it? I think this one I have to keep. Like, it has the ducks like I like, so I've been using it for decor. So I got this for like $5 and I could not pass it up because it was so unique. Okay, and also this is from a church yard sale. I did buy a couple of things from there. Again, this happened like a month or 2 ago, but some of them are saved in the garage, like up in the little attic part for my future daughter. Like I have a whole box for if I have a little girl that I've been saving. So I think I can, yeah, there's a couple of things in there. But I did get this for my son. He's in 1st grade, and I thought this was the coolest thing ever. And I only paid like $2 for it. I was so stoked. I love stuff like this. Doesn't this look so nostalgic and fun and just like very much I Spy the book? You know what I'm talking about? And it's all the letters, and they organized them and stuff, and I was so stoked to get this. I thought this was the coolest thing ever. So cool. Okay, and last but not least, we have this coat rack, but it's not just any coat rack. And why is it a part of this cozy whimsy haul? I'll tell you why. Because it's literally 4 feet tall. It's literally the size of my son's, and I'm only 5 feet tall, so I'm like just above it, but it's so tiny. It's meant for a kid. And actually I got these from the Goodwill. I paid like $4 something, and I was like, when am I gonna ever come across that? But it's perfect because it has all their backpacks on it. The bottom part looks like this, and I just feel like it gives such a whimsy, cool vibe. Like I just feel like it's such a magical vibe, especially these little prongs. Like I just feel like it's just so cute and magical for a little boy's room. So I can't get the tag off. I hate tags, to be honest. Like I'm always peeling off tags. The church yard sale to go with the Knights theme. This is so cool and magical and whimsical for little boys. I got this for free, and this is a vintage. It came in the box. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god. And I got all the knights and stuff to go with it. I mean, I don't know if they come with it. I don't know, it came in this like very vintage box. Then the top comes off and you can like get in there. It came with like a little ladder. It came with like these two like little mountain sidings to go, you know, so they can fight. And it came with like so many knights, like these really cool quality knights, like metal knights. I'll definitely try to take you guys along or give you a haul whenever I go back to one of those yard sales. And just in general, like I can't wait to thrift with you guys and like just start sharing my thrift finds and my home decor, because again, that's my favorite thing. But that is all the stuff I got. Hopefully, I don't know, this feels like a silly haul. I don't know how you guys are gonna feel about this haul, but hopefully, like I said, you get those whimsical, nostalgic, cozy, magical vibes, and you guys get my vision for things. If not, this is just a fun silly haul. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to start thrifting with you guys next time I go to a free yard sale, which I'm craving to go to a free yard sale so bad. Last time I checked, they said there might be one in October, so I'll definitely try to take you guys with me or do a haul. Let me know what your favorite items were. Let me know what your least favorite items were. I thought I would just film a little bedroom tour of my son's magical, whimsical bedroom, and so you guys can get the gist of how I decorate, especially for their room. We're actually going to be getting ready for fall decor, so I just wanted to give you guys a last video of their summer decor. And as you can see, it's very fun. We have the paper chains, the lanterns, and it's very much like back to school as well. This is like part classroom. To start off with their little classroom, we have these paper lanterns I hung up. As you can see, I have a bunch of like ABC type things on top, as well as like read. I love that so much. I think I got that at the free yard sale actually, now that we're talking about, but look at how amazing it is. It's so perfect. Then the chalkboard we do schoolwork on, of course, both of them, and some of his curriculum. I always decorate the shelves for the holidays, but obviously this theme is back to school theme. We have a picture of us when we went to San Francisco this year, of our little family, and yeah, just all their school stuff. The drawers are full of all the school stuff. And then his cool nights thing that we have right here. It's very big, so it gets in the way, but basically I just put their dressers, these two little dressers, together to create like an island, because my son, the one that homeschools, my youngest, he is very much like loves to walk around, loves to stand up. He doesn't like to sit necessarily at the desk. Like, we'll kind of just take our time, and so we do a lot of work at the island, or I'll set it up for the day at the island. I think it's just, I don't know, we like the vibe and energy it gives to the room. Yeah, on this side we just have an accordion rack, our library books we get, and then two trunks. This one we thrifted, no, we got from the flea market for $10, and it's like the coolest find ever. This side we have like just a bunch of like cool posters for the boys, especially for my oldest, obviously be more descriptive, and it has all these cool words that are very useful, and I feel like we can all expand our vocabulary. Onto this side, because I don't want to make this video like super long, I have all their VHSs on top. It's just random decor, a lot of their little boo-boos, a vintage Cowboys book, it's really cool, an airplane, some plants, more VHSs, a lantern, and Harry Potter, of course, and then one of my son's school projects he wanted to keep. There's probably a couple of things in the back, nothing special though. Down here, this one's, everything's kind of like not special and cute right now, because we're gonna get ready for fall and Halloween, so like that nook right there is not special, but they have their Hirono, which they collect Hironos. We collect Hironos. They were originally my little collection, but obviously my boys took them over. They're the cutest little guys ever. We have more than this, but tell me they're just not the cutest things ever. And then on top of it is this big Hirono, which they actually have the box right there. So we just love Horonos. We think they're the coolest. So yeah, we just have some like fake plants. They're globe. These are our current reads right now. We're reading the Harry Potter. I read to them every night. That's how they fall asleep. Currently, we're reading Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We already read the first two. For school, my younger son has to read 20 minutes a day, and he's reading Goosebumps, Slappy World, Escape from Shutter Mansion by R.L. Stein. And then I have the school vintage Dawson's Language for Daily Use Language Arts book. It's just like a cool book to display and go with their back to school vibes. Then we have their Hatch Light, which I've had this since my younger one was a baby, and I still use it to this day for them, so highly recommend. We have some things in here like school stuff, paper, roll paper, of course, little learning bugs, stuff like that. You guys saw me organizing that in the beginning of this video. We have their big glue boo boos, their little bench seat, their little Harry Potter lantern that their uncle got them years ago, some faux candles, more VHSs. These are like my pride and joys, because I personally was a huge fan of the Ronald McDonald movies. And then I also have in here, I was a huge The Big Comfy Couch girl, and I have the Molly doll from when I was a little girl that my grandma bought me. So it's so special to me, and if I ever have a little girl one day, you're gonna hear me say that a lot. It's just gonna be such a special time. But my son loves these movies, and so do I to this day. So yeah. And then as you can see, my son is obsessed with Halloween, so we have that out already. Like I said, we're definitely getting in the fall mood over here. And then at the library, he ended up going to talk to a California state park ranger, and they had some scat. They showed the kids scat, some fur, and they also made paw prints out of clay from different animals. So we're just displaying that. And then down here, I got this cool little cubicle thing, and we just have all the chapter books that they own, or most of them. And then we have paper for like paper mache, rolls of toilet paper for crafts, their dominoes, Legos, canvases, so stuff like that. Their Switch games and stuff like that. Oh, and their books. Okay, on to their beds, which actually their bed is missing their roof, but it got a little warped when we moved, and it was in the garage, so there's no roof to it, but it's still very dreamy. It's just like a little house bed we got from Amazon. I don't believe they sell it anymore, but I wouldn't recommend this bed, although it seems so cute and like just very cute and aesthetic. It's a pain in the butt, especially if you move to put together. As you can see, I broke a piece, but yeah, it's really a pain. Oh, look at her. I didn't even realize she was down there. As you can see, they have a collection of things, and I kind of just tossed over this garland. I actually had this paper chain garland up right here on their bookshelf, but it kept falling, so I just tossed it on the fan, and it works out perfectly. And then on this wall, we have this vintage, I don't know if I mentioned this, but my boys are half Chinese, so my dad found this Chinese checkers vintage game board. I thought it was really cool and like intricate and detailed and really neat. So I put that as decor, the Horono. Then I got this Chewbacca artwork. And actually when I was like 17, I went to a tattoo convention in Reno with my cousins, and I bought that, and I kind of just cut it and trimmed it to this frame, but I thought that was so cool. And then I got this cool neat